All right, welcome back. It's early August 62, and I'm doing some restructuring of the army. What's happening is Pope is going to be promoted to a three-star general, and um, he's going to go to Washington and take over the Army of the Potomac. Grant is also being promoted to a three-star general and will take over the forces in Western Tennessee. Grant, meanwhile, will join Sigel's force here in Gibson. Rosecrans is going to go to New York and then sail to Alabama, or actually, I guess more specifically, Florida, and take control of the forces down here in Alabama and Florida. General Buell will go to St. Louis and take over the army there. Meanwhile, General Kearney will head back to Jefferson City and set up there. We've recruited a whole bunch of infantry in Pennsylvania, going to try to really up the infantry levels in the Army of the Potomac. This reduction morale, fortunately, is going to take a bit of a hit because we're losing like 4 or 5 because of these promotions, and I had to demote Fremont to make this work. No other big moves other than I am going to try to come in and take back control of Chambers, Maryland. Actually, that, and we're going to move on Selma and see if we can take Selma. So looks like those railroads are blocked. So I'll send Farragut back down to Pensacola. Okay, so there's 2 blocking there. It might make sense for me to leave some forces up here to be able to block the Union movement more. I think those are pretty much the highlights. So, all right, let's run the turn and see what happens. Oh, by the way, yep, I'm doing a partial mobilization. I'm recruiting volunteers at 100 to 100 bounty, or is it 1,000? I think it's 100. And I'm also selling bonds. All right, here's our national morale. It's at 74. You can see we lost 4 to promotions. We actually lost 3 to battles, which we'll take a look at in a second. And then a couple other increases. Probably the big news is Forrest, rather than retreating further west, has actually come in and taken Cairo. So we still have forests to deal with over here. We do have a few divisions here, but they're not in great shape. So we're gonna have to gotta get some replacements in before we can really bring them up. The Confederacy is spread out here, so faced with Beauregard here, and then got another couple more divisions here on the left. There was a Union Confederate ironclad here. We were unable to bring them to battle. We did take Selma without a fight, and we also actually control enough of the railroad here to use it, which is good. General Lahr is 1 day away from joining the force here. Polk has arrived. You can see as a division over here in Columbus, and then Joe Johnston has a bit of a larger force up here that's defending across the river before you get to Atlanta. No big movement happening in Maryland and Virginia other than that some of the forces left Harper's Ferry mainly to go farther west here in western Virginia. Here's what's left of the forces that were able to escape. Looks like we have a couple Indian units showing up here in the far in Minnesota, And yeah, I think those are pretty much the highlights. We do have a lot of men and some money to use, not enough though, really, to recruit 1,000 conscripts. Oh, actually, here was the other, kind of like a weird turn of events. Longstreet has gone over here, and then basically McClellan retreated back to Bowling Green. So let me show you this battle. We lost one. Longstreet did take more casualties. And then Longstreet was kind of like following McClellan. So then Longstreet retreated back to Bowling Green. A few other skirmishes, nothing big to speak of other than that General Wadi now. Oh, here he is. I wonder if he was killed. Other than here's Davis's force lost to General Wadi. General Wadi's Indian units. There's a garrison there though, so they haven't actually taken. The town. Okay, I think those are pretty much the highlights. Okay, see you next time.